Not a bad workbench. For a kid. Pretty sure she ain't here, Quill.
I think he's still processing.
Should be a way to Corell's office through those pipes on the left.
Yeah, I see an opening. Could be there's a latch on the inside. Allow me, Star Dad.
I get it!
Guys, did we not make light of all this? We still don't know if they're okay.
I am capable of feeling concern while still laughing at you, Peter Quill.
Gotta admit it, Quill. Kid's whole setup is pretty impressive. The way she rigged her terminal to the emergency power grid.
I told you, she's a smart kid.
Perhaps Peter Quill did not sire this child after all.
Yeah, I could see that. She just don't seem dopey enough.
Maybe she gets everything from the mother's side.
Yes, she should have exhibited at least some foolishness.
If I had a kid, she or he would definitely be super cool and smart.
So just like Nikki.
I guess, maybe, yes.
Yep, so definitely gets it from the mother's side.
That's the elevator I took with Corell and Nikki. If we're lucky, maybe they're on their way down right now.
When have we ever been lucky?
So much for your girlfriend meeting us.
It did seem unlikely.
All I know is I'm really starting to hate this elevator.
We shall not fail. Stay down.
So you, Gamora!
Time's up!
Horrendous now!
How am I supposed to know if Quill's fine? Has he ever been fine?
Brace yourself!
So was this a coincidence, or did they know we were coming?
You should try asking them!
Any last words?
Dog report item. Rumbling.
Rocket! Everyone okay? Anyone hurt?
What? Are you gonna start being all paternal now?
We're fine, Peter. We know how to fight.
I know, I just...
We'll find them. Don't worry. You said Corell's office was up top somewhere?
Yeah, just need to make our way up. Next stop, Corell's office.
Come on, just admit it, Quill. You're freaking out right now. This whole deadbeat dad thing's gotta be eating at you.
Some need many years to fully comprehend their paternal responsibility.
None of this changes who I am. I'm still cool as a cucumber.
Groot says all the cucumbers he's ever met were terrified on the inside. Well, that don't look good.
There was a struggle here.
Yeah, that's what I'm reacting to.
I am reacting in my own way.
This doesn't look good, Peter.
All we know is that there was a fight. We don't know who won.
Pretty sure I know. So, where's this office, Quill?
It's around here somewhere. Place wasn't this messed up last time.
When in doubt, follow the steps of death.
Bust it up, Drax.
I am certainly capable. I have been thinking. It is customary on Katath to bathe new fathers in a river of blood.
Lucky for Peter we're not on Katath.
Dog report item. We are lost.
We're not lost. Hello? Corell? Nikki?
Looks empty.
Feels empty.
Maybe they're hiding.
Were there always strange writings on the wall?
I'm gonna try and get in her computer, see if I can wipe my criminal history.
Rocket!
I'm kidding. I'm gonna access her logs. You wanna know what happened here or not?
Fine. The rest of us will take a look around. Maybe they left a clue or something.
The scribbles are Kree. This one says, Mother knows best. Return, hope, promise.
Nikki?
Obvious signs of a struggle, Peter Quill.
Yeah, this doesn't look good.
Appealing.
This must be Corell's first kid. I remember she talked about him a lot.
He was on Hala, right? When the Shatari...
Yeah. Her kid and her husband.
Explains how fearless she was during the war. She had nothing to lose.
What is this? Some kind of a threat?
The Kree Council demands proof of Nikki's heritage under the Kree purity laws.
What Kree purity laws?
Corell never told you that either? The Kree are extremely strict about their bloodlines.
This does not look good.
For you?
No, for Nikki. What are the chances the Kree are involved in any of this?
The Council of Purity isn't cryptic. When they punish someone, they make sure everyone knows it.
Corell and Nikki would be hanging from a wall.
The resemblance is uncanny.
She doesn't look anything like me. She's blue. Besides, why wouldn't Corell have just told me?
Protect her daughter, Peter Quill. Copulating with you was a capital offense under the Kree purity laws.
Oh, right. That. So when Corell said we shouldn't be doing this...
He was being literal.
Well, this is fancy.
For valiant heroism against unrelenting tyranny. That's the highest commendation given out by the Kree.
How come I never got one of these? I did heroic stuff.
You're not a Kree.
Oh, wow! The Kree have comic books?
I am surprised. The Kree Council is very strict on approved forms of entertainment.
So this could be, like, super valuable then.
How valuable are we talking?
Nikki's ID. Something seems off, though.
What do you mean, off?
I don't know. Like it's been flagged or something. Not sure.
Is the girl's date of birth on those documents? Does it match with the typical Kree gestation period?
I really wouldn't know.
Okay, I'm in. But I got bad news, lover boy.
What did you find?
Come here and I'll show you. Hey, Quill, you interested in seeing this or not?
So what am I looking at?
Nothing.
She's the captain. Captains keep logs.
You keep logs?
I'm trying to tell you, they're gone. All of them. Almost like the world mind went out of its way to sever everything.
Have you tried turning it off and on?
What about backups? Doesn't every Nova ship have a central hub or something?
A Nexus mainframe, yeah. If there's ghosts anywhere in the system, that's where.
I categorically refuse.
Not literal ghost, Drax. He's talking about data. Right?
Yes, but we'd have to access the Nexus directly. Means going to the bridge.
We're not leaving until we find out what happened.
Center of operations it is. According to the ship's map, the bridge should be right through here.
Peter, shouldn't we head for the bridge, try to access those logs?
Yeah, I just want to be sure we didn't miss anything.
Dog report item. It's one of them priests down there, ain't it?
Okay, so it looks like... Oh, crap.
Nuts to this. I'm out of here.
Stop moving!
A warrior does not hesitate, Peter Quill.
Okay, let's be careful.
He says after you.
Voices down. What the...
Dog report item! We are under attack!
By a giant robot?
By some weird priest.
By a weird giant robot priest!
Okay, yup. Definitely a dog report item.
Meet your maker! Release her at once, or face the destroyer!
Of course I'm not gonna replace you with a robot. We're barely scratching the big thing's paint.
Let's beat on it together! Think of it as you don't stand a chance!
Face me!
So we're all thinking that Raker's Church is definitely involved!
The giant priest definitely confirms it!
Blitz him, Rocket!
Ha ha! Look who's flirting with the assassin.
Ugh! This guy barely feels it!
Smash him up, Drax!
Prepare yourself, Thor!
Like a hot nut for future reference! You guys really need to work on your stealth!
Really? We're gonna do this now.
Rocket! New gun!
Pummeling something with skin is infinitely more satisfying!
I don't know. I definitely feel like we're hurting it.
Well done, you two! A tactfully executed maneuver!
Cut to the chase! That big robot is a serious problem!
Keep kicking and flailing, Drax! I'm coming! String him up, crew! Rocket! Sit! We're all agreed the church is part of this now, right?
Gee, what gave it away? Man, are we even putting a dent in this guy?
So is this thing here to protect the servers then?
I don't know. Everything about this is just getting more and more flarkin' weird.
Stop him short, brute! Bombs away, Rocket! Man, that giant robot can take a lot of pain!
We need to focus on taking it down!
We must tell the dog about the priest.
Robot priest.
Groot says the mutt's not answering.
Keep trying. The rest of us can focus on figuring a way out.
Really? This is the server room, right? And servers mean data?
I can't just plug servers into my skull. I still need a central terminal.
You said the bridge was on the other side of that corridor, so we just gotta make our way across and then up somehow.
That'll do it.
Well played, Peter Quill.
How am I supposed to know why the pooch ain't picking up? Keep trying. Okay, so according to the map I saw, Nexus should be just above us.
Shall I throw the rodent?
No!
Come on! Alright, let's look around. Maybe we can find something.
Dog report item. We have encountered a formidable new enemy, but still no sign of the ghosts.
He didn't mean literal ghosts. Ghosts in the system. Remnants of data.
Let it go. Just let him think there are ghosts.
It's weird, right? How the world mind seems to have gone completely dark.
Very weird.
Perhaps it is rebooting.
All the words you could have used there, Drax, that one actually wasn't too bad.
There's an open panel up in the corner there. Pretty sure that's our exit.
Perfect. So we just gotta jump across a few of these floaty server things?
Hey, Groot, any luck getting through to Cosmo yet?
Nope, still nothing.
Reception will probably be better once we're on the bridge.
Yeah, I don't think that's how it works.
I have never understood how so much information could be stored in such a magical way.
What, you mean servers?
All of it. Servers, computers, technology.
So you basically don't understand anything I do?
Okay, this is it, the command center.
Which I guess makes that the next control terminal.
Fingers crossed we find something useful.
I'm thinking you should do the honors, Quill.
That does not seem like you.
He probably thinks the next is booby-trapped.
That would explain it.
Hey, I ain't the one that's eager to know what happened. Let Quill see for himself.
Find something?
Just some personal... I wonder...
What are we waiting for, Peter?
Yeah, just psyching myself up. What do you think, Groot?
He says it's the best.
I do not understand. Why is Peter Quill not accessing the Nexus?
Nice. That's quite the mustache.
Find something?
So Karel's badge number is 0001. How could she be the first one?
The world mind reset all Nova IDs after the Galactic War.
Groot wants to know if Quill's stalling because of his fear of parental responsibility.
Have you found any useful information, Peter Quill?
Well, it's something.
Dog report item. We have reached the command center, but Peter Quill refuses to access the Nexus.
Wonder what this does.
Nothing useful is my guess. Nova Corps and their bloated administrative crap. Probably need a card just to use the bathroom. No, it does not sound like a good idea. People should be free to pee whenever and wherever they want.
Ew!
I told you he was a monster.
Rocket, just access it yourself.
Locked. I wonder, though. Nikki really didn't want her mom to know about this passkey she gave me.
No way is some kid's card gonna bypass the Nexus.
we're in.
You're kidding.
Well,
Yes! Guys, we're in!
Go to the criminal records, Quill. I want to see my files.
I've heard of this guy.
What is it with you Humies and your stupid names?
Whoa! Star-Lord is not in the same league as Darkhawk, okay? One's the name of the greatest band of all time, and the other's... So, Drax's criminal record is pretty big.
That is what your mother said.
It's great, because his mother's dead.
I thought there'd be more here. Barely scratches the surface.
You? A gold dome? Over my dead body, buddy.
You know, for a non-spacefaring species, us humans sure get around.
Unfortunately.
Hey, isn't that the guy we saw when we tried to pay our fine?
Yeah, that's him.
Look, it's Drax's girlfriend.
Lady Hellbender is not my girlfriend.
Yet.
Isn't this your friend from the bar?
Yep.
Grand Unifier Raker. Wonder what he was looking for in the quarantine zone.
Probably nothing good.
Read it in Wheat Losers. There ain't a single scam me and Groot haven't pulled off. You name it, we've done it.
If you're charged, it means you've been caught. You realize that, right?
Your point?
Wow. When Kree cops go bad, they really go bad.
Actually, an accuser is the equivalent of a judge, jury, and executioner. Wow, your record's a lot bigger than I expected.
How big were you expecting?
Minuscule.
Another guy from Earth.
I'm telling you, Quill, C-53 is the trailer park of the galaxy. Fun fact, that bounty Yondu put out is how me and Groot met Quill.
I'm just glad I talked you out of collecting it.
I am unfamiliar with this Kree.
One of the nameless.
Oh, spooky.
All right, let's take a look.
Wow, super riveting, Quill. And to think we could still be reading my criminal record.
I was wondering how they knew about us.
Quill must have tripped the sensors on the way out.
Isn't that the mining rig from the quarantine zone?
Oh, great. Looks like your girlfriend was collecting evidence against us even after the two of you struck a deal.
I still do not understand how the Churchman's ship exploded. The Nova Corps is known for their security protocols.
It's called stupidity, Drax. Something the Buckethead's got a lot of.
Gotta be something in here.
Hey, isn't that...
The mining ship we explored in the quarantine zone, yeah.
When's the footage from?
Signal stronger. We must be close.
How close?
Hard to say. There's too much interference.
Centurion Corral! Found something.
Hey! What are you—
Watch out!
Mark! Run!
She went in after we left.
Flark. That thing. You don't think.
It is the creature that devoured our monster.
Could have been a million things. I mean, it's restricted space for a reason. I'm Groot. No, you're a Lotus Scut. That thing's got nothing to do with us.
Rocket. That gem Corell picked up? I know you recognize it. It's the one you shot.
You're saying this is my fault? Ha! That's real rich coming from you, Quill.
I'm just saying. We did this. We freed that... shadow thing.
Well, there's nothing we can do about it now.
Exactly.
And the Krill I know is a fighter. Maybe she made it out.
Yeah. Corell's tough. If anyone could survive that thing, it's her. I know it.
It's a list of Bucketheads. Agent of Thanos. We already know your girlfriend works here, Quill.
So, it might have useful info or something. Check it out. Nikki's got a file.
Boring.
I have heard of this one. He was a good man.
Except good means scut when you're dead.
AWOL. Then who is running Nova Corps?
That's a good question.
She crashed into a Leviathan on purpose and is still a better pilot than Quill.
Hey!
What? You know it's true. Get to the juicy stuff already.
Channeling your Nova Force. A comprehensive guide to meditation and managing your mental health.
Actually, I wouldn't mind a copy of that.
Pass.
Let me get this straight. She became a teapot? That's what my source said.
Amazing.
I hate you all.
Well, that don't sound good.
The audio file must be corrupted.
The audio file and everything else in the galaxy.
Attention, away team. Please ensure your helmet cams are in full operation ahead of this afternoon's away mission into the quarantine zone. Thank you.
Just like Corral, everything by the book.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy. You misread our intentions.
No, you've made them pretty clear.
Sometimes sacrifices must...
I had to check.
Groot, write the stars.
Grand Unifier. Breaker. Right? First, let me just say it's really cool that you've heard of us, right, guys? And it's cool that you didn't try to kill us just then, especially with your two pals right there. You could have totally ripped us apart the moment you walked in, which we obviously all appreciate. But also, we've kind of got a few questions, like...
Where are Centurion Corell and her daughter? You came here seeking truth. Rejoice. The Matriarch wishes to share it with you.
Okay, that is really not cool.
What do you mean he's not picking up?
Come! The Matriarch awaits.
What's wrong with the passport? Nothing. The pooch ain't picking up, so we're stuck here. Hey, at least the dumb scuds let us keep our weapons.
Demonstrate their lack of fear. It is a proven battle tactic. Catathian warriors often ride into battle completely naked.
Keep your pants on.
Although, it could be used as a distraction. Yeah, no. Any other ideas?
Can you froth?
I can froth.
Can you twitch?
Yeah, I'm pretty twitchy.
All right. On my cue, you drop, froth, and twitch. While they're all distracted, we take off down one of them side halls.
What about me?
You, well, you take one for the team.
I'm not gonna...
Walk with me.
Come on, Quill, just grab your chest and drop.
Find another plan. So, the Matriarch asked for us by name?
You specifically. Although I cannot fathom why.
Peter's constantly surprising us, too. But if he's first in line for brainwashing, I gotta say...
Is that what you think? That we're brainwashing people?
We've met your recent converts. Overly zealous doesn't even begin to describe them.
They have embraced the Matriarch's promise. A life-altering experience, yes. But one that must be freely accepted.
Quill, his drone. It's our ticket out of here.
What? How?
What are you two whispering about? Well?
He wants to know if you know you're the bad guy.
We weren't whispering about anything. You were. Talking. We were just trying to...
Plan your escape.
Maybe. Kinda. Can you blame us?
You plan because you fear. And you fear because you have suffered. Once the Matriarch unites us in belief, all suffering, all grief will end. Because those we have lost will return.
This promise will raise the dead.
Of course it won't. You can't bring people back.
We can't. But the Matriarch, the divine vessel.
I got an idea, but I need time. Stall him. What the?
Come. Join me. If I intended to kill you,
Wow. Okay. That is a cool trick. Want to explain how you did it?
Sorcery.
I can understand how some might see it that way. But I used science. The science of faith.
Faith is not science.
But faith energy is. This skiff. My inquisitors. Even Sacrosanct herself. All powered by the same miraculous energy. Energy I discovered.
I'm going for the drone. Keep him talking.
What, now?
What? What is it?
It's just, you discovered stuff, and you claim to, control energy?
Faith energy?
Right. Well, it just seems like all this,
I think what Gamora's point is, you say you have all of this energy.
Faith energy.
Right, but when we first saw you, weren't you stranded on Hallis Hope because your shuttle ran out of juice?
Yes, I was, but...
So why didn't you just believe that your ship had more gas?
It doesn't work that way. Faith energy is a byproduct of belief. Focused belief.
Okay, sure.
I saw this proven. Focused belief in him is what enabled us to survive.
So, you were saying...
Wait. Weren't there more of you?
What? No.
No, nope.
Nope.
It seems like the kind of thing that we would be aware of.
Indeed.
Please continue your fascinating account of, you know, believing in...
You were saying something about him? It seems super important.
Right, your father. Uncle. Son?
My son died of disease. The him I was referring to was someone else. The first divine vessel of this church, before it was even a church. An absurd faith healer, bathed in golden light and wielding unfathomable power. He saw my loss, our collective loss, knew its cause, but refused to reverse it. Because he, personally, never felt what we feel. That is why I founded this church. To heal. To give hope to those who have lost everything. Wait. There were more of you. The little one is missing.
Perhaps he died like your son.
What?
Oh! Ah!
What's wrong with you?
Oh, I think... Yeah, I think I'm having a heart attack.
Why are we not helping him?
Cease this at once.
Fine.
You think you're all very clever.
Don't know what you're talking about.
You hope to delay me because you're afraid. But there is nothing to fear. Why are you... Get back here where I can see you.
Yeah.
It's time to meet the matriarch.
Rocket, tell me you have an escape plan.
We're gonna summon the Milano. My new buddy will show us the way.
You're being very cryptic, Rodent.
Yeah, well, I get twitchy when I'm surrounded by giant murder bots.
They just want us to meet their new mommy.
Speaking of which, who else thinks Quill's ex-girlfriend traded in her cop badge for cult robes?
Come on.
What? I'm just saying what we're all thinking.
Mickey.
No.
I am Groot.
My lady, as requested, the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Thank you, Grand Unifier. Guardians, you may approach.
Peter Quill, order your offspring to come down from there this instant.
Maybe I'm out of line, but aren't you a little young for a dress that short?
Aren't you a little old to write your name on your clothes? Took you long enough.
Yeah, well, you know how chatty Grandpa gets. Hey, we're gonna get you out of here. Just follow my lead.
But this is where we're supposed to be. We're gonna save everybody. I'm gonna save them, I promised.
Come on, snap out of it, kid. You're just saying what he wants you to say. Whoa, hold on, everybody
The girl is clearly not herself.
Of course I am. But I'm more than just me.
What do you mean? Where's your mom?
Mama's here. She's right here. Inside me.
Oh, thanks for clearing that up.
The light joined us. I thought she was gone, but I can bring her back. They're all waiting for us to bring them back. All we need is faith. The Grand Unifier helped me understand.
This is one big con. Trust me, I know a thing or two about—
Why can't you just believe in me? Why won't you just listen? Nobody ever listens. Until I show them. She doesn't have to die, Peter. You can save her. I promise.
Get back! Your scaly mitts won't touch one hair on his head! I said get back!
No mercy!
Push them back, Peter! You can do it! You can finally save me!
I've
Peter,
missed you
you're
so
back!
much, Mom!
I always knew you'd come back! Don't stop now, Peter! Peter, never stop!
Kill them all!
Peter! I imagined this moment so many times!
So did I, Mom! So did I!
Oh, Peter! Oh, Peter, my boy!
Mom! What's going on? How is this possible?
You saved me! That's how. I knew you would never leave me.
I didn't, I mean...
Look at you! Look at you, all grown up! And into the great leader I knew you would become!
Peter, I am so proud of you. Your father would be so proud.
I don't understand. I saw you die. Am I... Did I go back?
You are here. That's all that matters. We have all the time in the world now. You and me, and your friends, too.
My friends?
Sure. The house is plenty big enough. And I want to meet this amazing team of yours and hear all about your incredible adventures.
That is... You don't know how bad I've wanted this.
Oh, nothing will ever break us apart. I promise, Peter. I promise. I can't believe I have you back.
Mom, you're squeezing kind of tight.
We have so much time to make up for.
Let go of me. Stop.
I can't believe...
Seriously, Mom. Stop hugging me.
Peter. It's okay. It's me. Of course.
This isn't right.
Of course it's me, sweetie. It's just...
Something's wrong.
How can this not be right, Peter? We'll be together. Peter. I don't understand. Please.
You're not her. My mother died when I was 13.
Please.
Now, Peter. While it's distracted, we can reach Nikki. She needs our help. Hurry! Dad! Come on, get up. We don't have much time. We need to get everything ready. Mom will be home soon. Come on, get up.
Nikki, what?